You may be asking the question as to why I want to have this discussion. Well, it's real simple. And, for me personally, after passing through some health issues, myself, it caused me to have a different outlook on the longevity of life. But I began to recognize and see is that the older I get, the more God allows me to have life. And then when I'm hearing of different ones, friends and loved ones who are transitioning, then I realized that what happens that when we are younger, we really don't think about the later years of our life. We find ourselves just want to live for the moment. It's okay to have fun, but at the same time, though, are you taking care of yourself? Are you doing right by your body? And I can tell you that this is something that is absolutely important to God. When the Bible discusses the topic of health, it discusses it in various ways, emphasizing not only just the physical, but as well the spiritual well-being. So when we look at the first scripture, 3 John 2, it says this, it says, "Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you and that you may be in good health." When I look at that, it's talking about life overall. It's talking about physical health. It's talking about spiritual health. When I ask men, no matter what age, hey, when was the last time you had a physical? If most of them say they never had one, or I would ask them when was the last time that they've been to the doctor, and it was like never. What? But yet still, then I hit them with this. Well, do you drive? Do you own a car? They would tell me yes. So I said, well, when the last time you changed the oil in your car? When the last time you put new tires? When the last time you gassed it up? When the last time you washed it? When the last time you cleaned it out? They would spend, brothers, we would spend more time tending to our automobiles, our vehicles, but yet we don't put any time, any money into let's talk about our topic, a matter of the heart health, right? Now, avoiding heart attack. Remember I said that, I had suffered a mild stroke over 20 years ago. I haven't had one since. And the reason being is because I really chose to be diligent about my health. I did not want to put my family through the fact of me no longer being here, or they have to, go out of their way to take care of me because I neglected this body. I came across this article. It's the Marshfield Clinic Health System. The heart attack is the leading killer of both men as well as women in the United States. Most heart attacks occurred as a result of coronary artery disease, which is a buildup of plaque large enough to cut off most or all of the blood flow through the artery, preventing oxygen-rich blood from reaching the heart muscle. My father transitioned because of a failed heart. Of course, he lived to see 87 years of life. He lived on almost just 10% of his heart working. So I know that a lot of that, when you want to talk about prayer, you want to talk about healing, you want to talk about faith, God sustained his life until I would say that my father was ready to go. If I'm going to go out, let me go out when I'm ready to go out. Let me not go out because I'm not ready to go out and because I neglected my body. I abused my heart. I did not take care of myself. I encourage my sons, hey, you need to go get a physical. Just because you're young doesn't mean that you're healthy. Let me say that again. I think I need to say that again. Just because you're young does not mean that you are healthy. It does not. No, you can have a heart attack at a young age, and we want to play a video to show that.
Give me a number for your pain right now. 9.
144/78 on the blood pressure. I'm working on the pulse right now. Attack about 100.
You ever had any surgeries before?
Yes, sir.
What did you have surgery on?
You having pain right now, or does it just feel like it's pumping hard?
If I just pump real hard like you did last time, I have heart surgery.
The fact that this guy's had a heart attack in the past and that he's describing the same.
Some heart attacks are sudden and intense, but most heart attacks start slowly. Listen to this. They start slow. You could be having a heart attack, not even know you are having a heart attack. And most of the time when they start slow with a mild pain or discomfort. You know, and I think Tums is we abuse Tums when we get little chest pains or just a little gas, just got a little gas, but it won't go anywhere. So let me just take some Tums, man. Tums is just get abused, man. Poor Tums. We got a comment here, okay? It says that I used to think heart attacks come from people who hold so much in and are not willing to release whatever may be bothering them. This is what causes neglect, and oftentimes people just give up. Now, that stress, hypertension, that's a part of causing heart attack. Remember I talked about being stressed out? I don't let nothing stress me. I can't. Even if I do, I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to identify it right away. And I'm going, no, I got to let that go. Because what I've done, I've let that stress inside my 18-inch world. You got to get out of here. I can't keep you around. No. I'm not going to do that. I have an 18-inch world around me, and I'm the one that's responsible for what comes in, and I'm responsible for what stays out, right? So I'm not going to let any bitterness and hatefulness and whatever comes in my body. I learn how to identify it, and then I learn how, listen, my thing is this: we can't continue to allow ourselves to get angry about any and every little thing that comes along. Man, you ever been around that type of person? That's a miserable person. So if they miserable all the time, what do you think of the stress that they're putting on their health? And then you wonder why they having heart and headaches and all this kind of stuff. They always back and forth to the doctor. Man, it could be, hey, you need to check your heart, period, spiritually, All right. So, hey, yeah, but I prefer happiness. I prefer having the joy of the Lord over my life and reigning in my life than to just be miserable, man. You miserable, your family miserable, you making everybody around you miserable, and you wonder why they miserable because it's you miserable. One of the things that the doctor stated in the hospital, and we got to wrap this up. They said that most hospitals, they treat symptoms. When you go to the emergency room, they treat the symptom. They don't provide the cure. That's what medication does. Medication only treats the symptom, but it is not the cure. It is not the cure-all. What is the cure is herbs, and because I'm not going to consider myself to be a herbalist, but I do believe in going to the earth for healing. The Bible even says in Revelations that they're healing in the leaves. But if you can invest on clothes and pay $200 for shoes, and you're religious about your haircuts and buying trinkets for your car and all this kind of stuff, and you eat out every week, all week, the money that you can put aside and save so you can go and invest it on a doctor's visit is worth it. Your life. Don't put a price. Don't put a price on your life. Value it. Value your life. It's imperative that you do. Recently, just this week, a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, we about the same age, and he's no longer here because he was in the hospital. And he had surgery on his heart, but he didn't make it. The most important thing you can do for yourself, because you want to live. You want to live. If you enjoyed this session, this episode, please let us know in the comment. And go ahead and like, share, spread the good news, because I'm advocating for my brothers to be healthy. I'm advocating for you to just be encouraged to take the initiative. You know what? Listen, you have to understand, brothers, your family need you. Your children need you. They need you to be around. And they don't want you down because you did not take care of your health. Again, If you like what we shared here, please, ladies, don't provoke your significant other. Encourage them. How about just share this video with them? Put it in a timeline or send it to them through YouTube or whatever. Hey, you might want to listen to this. You know, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. We just want you to have a long life. Okay. Hey, so we certainly appreciate you.